Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite makes the process of becoming a published, best-selling author as simple as sipping your morning cup of coffee. You can learn more about Authors Unite at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Marla Albertie with us. She's a career coach and author. Welcome to the show, Marla.
Thank you, Tyler. I'm excited to be here.
Of course, we will dive right into the first question. The first question I have for you is, what's the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
That's an easy one. My mom told me actually a couple of weeks before she passed, she said, don't let anyone steal your joy and just keep living. And now as an adult, then I didn't understand that, but now as an adult, I understand that. Just keep living. Life's going to happen, but you just got to keep going. So that's where my motivational phrase comes from. Keep it moving. So that's what I do. I keep it moving. I'm
with you on that. What's the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
So one of my expertise in industries is career development. And right now, the career development scene is blowing up because there are so many jobs out there that are available. And what I'm learning is with my clients is you have to stay flexible and know that you can move around. There's no longer the I'm loyal to the company's loyal to me thing anymore. That's out the window now. You have to be willing to move around and be flexible and have those multiple streams of income and be ready to go. So that's the most important thing that's going on right now.
And what's your best piece of overall business advice, so not necessarily industry specific?
Be patient. I was thrown back when I saw an interview through Grant Cardone one time. And Grant said that he had 1,000+ videos on YouTube before anybody even paid him any attention. So be patient. And then when they still paid attention to him, he still did something small. So, and look where he's at now. So just be patient. Just enjoy the journey.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Oh, that's easy. Don't apply for that credit card at age 18.
I love that answer. That's awesome.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. That mistake I think a lot of people make because it seems like free money, but that money is not free.
It is not. And they're so good at getting those little 18-year-olds. I was one of them.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That's actually, you're the first one to say that. And actually, that is a huge piece of advice because it's crazy the way they word that. You'll get like so many of them in the mail. And they're like, we want to give you $10,000. It's like, okay, like 24% interest rate or something on that.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. And to go down a slightly different path, in your opinion, what's the key to happiness?
Oh, that's great. Doing what you want when you want to do it and how you want to do it. Not asking anyone for permission. That is happiness. And that's what I'm experiencing right now in my life.
Yes, I agree. So actually, just to dive a little deeper in that, like how do you think people, and maybe it's just doing it, right? But how did you personally get to that point of that pure happiness of doing only the things that you want? Because I feel like that's hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. Well, the first thing you have to realize, you have to really step back and spend some time with yourself. And what I mean is, unplug the phone, cut off the TV, and just really spend some time with yourself and ask yourself, who's controlling you? Who's running your life? Because 9 out of 10 times, someone's telling you what to do. You're asking someone for permission. And I'm not talking about getting advice from, people or stuff like that. I'm talking about what's on your calendar. Are you on your calendar? And when I looked at my calendar, I wasn't on my calendar.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. Thank you for going in a little more detail on that.
Sure.
And what's the best book you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from it?
Oh my God, Tyler, that was so hard. I spent so much time on this one, but I have to go with James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. That book, I read it every single year, sometimes twice a year. And I think the most valuable thing from it is the way you think is everything. You don't realize what it does and what your mind, how it affects your life. But the way you think is everything. What you think is what you are. If you think you can do it, you will. If you think you can't, you can't. And another valuable lesson, I just say this is, whatever you believe, you're 100% correct. So if you believe the sky is purple, then it's purple to you.
I agree.
And no one can tell you wrong. So whatever you think, that's it.
And what's your favorite quote and why?
Oh God, Steve Jobs. That was a hard one too, but I have to go with Steve Jobs. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. I think that one doesn't need an explanation.
Yes, agreed. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Just before I let you go, where's the best place for people to find you online?
Sure. I'm on Facebook. If you look up The Learning Association, it's The Learning Association. That's my Facebook group. On YouTube, I'm under Truth Speaks Group. And please reach out to me via my website, www.truthspeaksgroup.com. And again, that's www.truthspeaksgroup.com. You can reach out to me, just send me an email and sign up for my newsletter.
Perfect. Thanks again for coming on, Marla. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tyler, for having me. I loved it. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Business Blast podcast. And don't forget, if you're interested in a simplified way of becoming a published best-selling author, make sure to check out authorsunite.com. We'll catch you on the next episode.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.